Okay, so this is your first lesson on yo-yoing, and you will learn basic tricks, like actual tricks, and just how to throw the yo-yo. You know, all fun, cool tricks as well, though, so stick around and raise your hand if you're ready. Raise it higher. Good enough. Okay, so first I'm just going to teach you how to throw the yo-yo. You might feel pretty good about yourself, you just can make it go up and down and stuff, but that is not how you throw a yo-yo. You throw a yo-yo by first like making this motion with your hand, like you're like, oh, I'm so strong, man. But you just do one arm, and then you turn this in front of you, like you're almost like you're touching your shoulder, but a little bit higher, and then you just throw it down with force, and then bring it back up. And that is how you yo-yo. But if you want to learn how to sleep your yo-yo, what you have to do is you cushion it when it goes to the bottom, and it will spin at the bottom, and that is called sleeping. Okay, so how you do that is just throw it down and cushion it. And then you are sleeping the yo-yo. And if your yo-yo doesn't sleep, then you can pretty much exit out of this video and go buy yourself a sleeping yo-yo, or else you cannot learn any of the tricks that I am going to teach you. And if you're wondering, like, oh, I keep sleeping my yo-yo, but the yo-yo string keeps falling off my finger, how does it not fall off of your finger? Well, this is how you're supposed to put on a yo-yo string. So you don't just put it on straight on your finger like that. What you do is you grab the thing right here, and you just feed it through, and put your finger in it, and pull it tight. And if your finger starts hurting after a while, you can move it down if you want to. That's what I do. And so, now that you know how to sleep the yo-yo, probably, practice that for a while, and then after you can do that, you can do I'll teach you beginner tricks that I know that you want to learn. Raise your hand if you do. Good enough. So, what this first trick is called, it's called the elevator. First you throw a strong sleeper, you grab the string in the middle with this one finger, and you fold it over, and you bring this about the middle, you put the yo-yo string in, and you just pull up and down. And that looks kind of cool. Looks like a little illusion, and your friends won't know what's happening. They'll be like, what? Magic! But, you know, it's just yo-yoing. And only you know the secret. I mean, like, other than your friends who yo-yo. And so, after you learn that, you can do the front mount, which is this is like a main trick to other tricks. So you pretty much do the same thing as you do for the elevator, but you don't bring it up and down, you fold this over again, and you do that. And that looks cool. And if you do have an unresponsive yo-yo, that is a way of doing a bind, like that. But you'll learn that in a different video. And so, now that you know how to do the front bind, you can learn other tricks in a second. But first, I'm going to teach you rock the baby. What you do is you throw a strong sleeper, and since this is a certain type of, you can practice this with the not spinning at the bottom, see? Okay. So what you do is you grab it about halfway, fold it over, actually a little bit less than halfway, like right here, yeah. And then you fold this over, grab that, fold this over, pull it down to where that's in between it, and then spread these fingers out and put this thing right here on your thumb, and then you can just rock her through. Just like that. And then if you get good enough at this, you can do that. I don't know what I call that. It's just fun. Okay. So, oh, and if you want to wind up your string quickly, you can do a couple of things. You can do this, and then put it like that, and it'll look kind of cool. Pulling it up. Then you can wind it the rest of the way. Or what a trick you can do is called the hop up I call it. What you do is you put your thumb like that on it, and then you push it against the string and just pull on it. And then it'll wind up a little bit, and then you can wind up the rest of the way. That's what I usually do. Okay, the next trick that I'm going to teach you is called... Let me think of what trick. Oh, walk the dog. So what you do with this one, you pretty much throw a strong sleeper, put it on the ground, and you have it walk in front of you. And it's kind of cool, you know. Walk the dog. And that's pretty fun, you know, fun trick. And that's a classic one too, you know, everybody knows that one. Another one that you can do is called the forward pass, where you toss it forward, then bring it back. Like that. And then once you get good at that, you can do this one trick that's pretty cool. Wait a second. If you can get it to sleep on the end, you can do the around the world. Oh. You have to do it a little bit fast so it doesn't come right back at you. And you have to have a sleeper yo-yo. You just do the around the world, and then you catch it at the end. You can do double. You can do anything like that. It's all pretty cool, you know. Pretty fun. Let me turn you back around. Okay, so next I'm going to teach you the side bind. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to do the breakaway. If you want to be a yo-yoer, you have to learn the breakaway, where instead of throwing it like this, you throw it to the side of you. And what you do is you kind of put your finger here, and then just toss it onto it. Sometimes kind of hard, though. And I'm still not very used to it, just because I don't have very good aim. Well, yeah, but you throw it to the side, then you mount it on. It looks kind of cool. It's called the side mount. And, okay, so from this, if you miss it, what you can do is you're like, oh no, I missed it. What you do is, if it's like on the outside of it, like this, how it's on, away from your hand, you can just in, out, and then it's back again. Put your finger in and then out, and then it's fine. You can just redo it. And with that, you can do a trick called the pinwheel, and it looks like this. And what you do is you pretty much throw a breakaway. Oh, that was not a breakaway. So you throw a breakaway, then you purposely miss it, and you catch it at the end. You spin it. If you don't want to keep doing that over and over, you can just pull it in like that. It'll spin around. You know, that's what I do. Not cheating. Okay, and that is a lot of tricks. It's a pretty long video too, so you are welcome for all of these tricks, and I know that you will thank me later. All your friends are like, "Whoa, you can yo-yo. Those are only kind of beginner tricks, but whoa, bro!" And they will be pretty amazed. Just like your family will be amazed. You can impress your cousins, or just your parents, or your sister, or your brother, or your family, just family, I guess. Grandparents, they like it too. And yeah, this is the YoYo Academy, and I hope to be seeing you next class.